Hi, this is John, and Marilyn is behind the camera. She's my camera person today. We're here at the Sacramento Amtrak station waiting for our California Zephyr to arrive, and I wanted to share with you a cool piece of history, not just California history, but American history. This is the historic Sacramento Rail Yards. In 1862, President Abraham Lincoln signed into law the Pacific Railroad Act, authorizing funding for the transcontinental railroad. Now, the Union Pacific started in Omaha, heading west, and the Central Pacific laid their first tracks about a couple hundred yards from where we're standing now, heading east, and they met in Promontory, Utah, what became known as the Golden Spike Ceremony. Now, construction on these buildings began in November of 1863. When completed, this site was the largest industrial site west of the Mississippi. The Central Pacific Railroad built all their own locomotives, passenger cars, box cars, rail cars, anything rolling stock that you can imagine. They had their own foundries, machine shop, blacksmith shop, which is right here on my right, and the coach car shop is just on my left. They built everything from scratch, from ground up. So it was a pretty impressive site. So I put together a historic video using photographs that I got from the Rail Museum and the California State Library. Oh, and I forgot to mention that at one time this was Sutter's Lake. So we would be standing in about 10 feet of water, and as you can see, it's raining today, so I'm getting wet anyhow. But anyway, so I put together this pretty neat video. I think you're going to enjoy it. And oh, and at the end of the video, we'll show you some futuristic renderings of what it could look like when this project's all done. So enjoy the video.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the white Pacific shore, to the queen of flowing mountain by the south belt by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo's fall. We're riding through to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. Our eastern states are dandy, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago by the way. From the hills of Minnesota where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. Well, listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland by the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo's call. We're traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Birmingham one cold December day. As she pulled into the station, you could hear all the people say, there's a gal out there from Texas. She's long and she's tall. She's the combination of the Wabash Cannonball. We'll listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland by the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo's call. We're traveling through to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. Well, here's to Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand, and always be remembered throughout this great land. His earthly race race is over and we'll bear him to a draw, and we'll carry him up to heaven on the Wabash Cannonball. We'll listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland by the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo's call. We're traveling through to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. She rolled into Birmingham one cold December day. As she pulled into the station, you could hear all the people say, "There's a gal out there from Texas. She's long and she's tall. She's the combination of the Wabash Cannonball." We'll listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland by the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo squall. We're traveling through to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. Well, here's to Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand and always be remembered.
Now I'm standing in front of the machine shop, which is right here, and the boiler shop is there, and directly behind me, between the two buildings, is a transfer table where they moved trains back and forth. Now this is going to be a pretty cool project. Eventually this is going to be renovated, and it's going to be a rail museum, a technology museum, and this whole facility is going to be restored by City of Sacramento. They'll become restaurant shops and a rail museum here, and some other things with the railroad history. So it's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to get back here and check it out when it's completed. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.